Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. So it's been a minute. Haven't seen you guys in like 10 or 11 days since my last upload here on YouTube. And the reason for that is maybe you can hear it in my voice, but I've been sick for the last 2 weeks, maybe even more. Honestly, the last 2 weeks I just tried to maintain an active Patreon because, that's what's keeping the lights on here for the YouTube channel as well. So I just tried to be as active as I could over there and then eventually return to the YouTube channel and provide new content. There's quite a few stuff for us to get caught up on, so there's probably going to be like 6 to 7 uploads all at the same day. And we are starting off this entire journey today with EUNBI's return with Hello Stranger. Very excited about this one. I've seen a little bit of the teasers as well, so let's get into it. Whoa.
Blinding lights are a stick dancing world.
This is already so freaking cool. The way it started for some reason gave me underwater vibes, but like the fact that that red fabric is almost like an extension of her actual dress of sorts is really cool. And then the fabric taking over her, and I'm guessing here the red is representing like love or passion or something. There's also like a cross that she's wearing, which I don't remember if I've ever seen her with one, so maybe there's, destiny, fate, her faith in something, like who knows. But it's really cool, and the instrumental is really exotic as well. That's beautiful.
Blinding lights are a stick dancing world. 뜨겁고 차갑게 맘을 훔쳐 like a thief in the night. 내 오늘 잠든 꽃을 피워. 마치 처음과 같은 떨림과 살짝 달아오르는 호기심에 낯선 감정은 아직 타올라.
Love those hits, very cinematic. Yeah, Thread of Faith. Fate, sorry. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Let's take it back. That is beautiful. I also love how the red lights come on. It's almost like the red light represents like the green light. So let yourself go. Let yourself go, stranger. It's almost like she's talking to herself. Also, like let the stranger in you go. Get your freak on or something. Because actually, if you look at the screen, she's consuming both the man and the women. She's putting like the spell on them. She's tying all of them together with that red thread of fate, and she's like this goddess of sorts that is putting the spell on everyone. And there's like this really cool visual of like her hand coming into the camera as like this mysterious, mystical figure that is consuming everything in red. That is really cool. And she, oh, I didn't notice that. She literally goes up in smoke. That is cool. Yeah, oh man, that is nice. And the second she disappears, everyone wakes up. Yeah. Ooh. Hello. Jesus. She's almost like a Cupid of sorts with that arrow choreo. Seductive Cupid. That is beautiful. Love the editing and the cinematography. Ooh. That is real. I love the fact that she's focusing on both the men and the women. She's not like exclusive to one, because that's something that we kind of jokingly covered, but also seriously. Like her last solo music video, I basically called her KWON bi, because it seemed like there was like something between not just her and the dude, but her and her female friend. So I thought that that's kind of like a nice little continuity point, I guess. But this is really, really beautiful. And like, I love, there is like a glimpse, a little bit of like fire, which I was there for like literally 2 or 3 frames, which I feel like represents like passion. There's thunder. And she also talks about, let me show you the side of me that you haven't before seen. So it's like the stranger isn't just the stranger, you know, that is consuming her, but she is the stranger that she's showing to everyone else that is consuming everyone else. So and that was such a cool touch. Also, the editing is really, really fine in this one. The shots are getting blurry. Like they add like this motion blur and shit. It's like she's literally blurring the lines between her and like the stranger, as she's kind of like showing you a different side of her. So it's not just, you know, a little stylistic choice. It's kind of like following the story of the actual concept of the music video, which I feel like is really, really cool too. Whoa. Wait, no, maybe that's my bad. It seemed for a second that her dress... Was there a is that a transition, or is that just the lighting? I'm not sure. But it looked like she transitioned from one dress to another. And I'm tripping out over this because I'm not sure if it's just the lighting making that effect or something else. Maybe it's just the lighting. Ooh. That's beautiful. This is like one of her very best songs. This is up there with Underwater for sure. That is beautiful. There was another really cool shot there that I want to touch on for a second there, because it was just so freaking gorgeous. But you literally have like this alley shot, and the stop sign has the stop kind of like it's crossed off. It's just, you know, scribbled off or something, scratched off. So it's like nothing is stopping you. The red lights are actually meant to be green. That last chorus, the way they went into it, it almost sounded like there's going to be like a bit of a bridge of sorts, it sounded incredibly epic, and then it went to the actual chorus. Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. Like, this is one of her, by far, one of her best solo music videos. It's definitely up there with Underwater because it creates such a big first impression immediately, whether it's visually or whether it's musically. Aesthetically, like it's just absolutely gorgeous. She has done a phenomenal job, and like her high notes are absolutely incredible. Her singing here was beautiful, and just in general, like this music video was so very well produced. That red aesthetic combined with, you know, the fabric shot over the face, it's just incredibly sensual, and it creates a very intimate effect. The thread, she's literally tying everyone up. Like, there's a little bit of something, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff. But also Thread of Fate, of course, that's the biggest one. Not that we're into, you know, tying people up and, you know, everybody and their own shit, I guess. But it is also really, really interesting how there's... It almost looks like there's like a tombstone or something behind her, right? It kind of looks like it, and then there's a whole bunch of crosses. Also, it is like like that looks like a giant ass tombstone or something. Like, it feels like a bit of a burial, but there's something within. It's almost like a heart or something. Something that again is red, so it's kind of like it kind of screams a little bit Halloweenish almost. So it's really, really interesting. And she goes back into that place, and then the red light actually begins to turn almost like greenish, and it disappears. So she's like the stranger that she's unleashed from the ground, from the tombstone, and she danced the night and then went back into the grave. Like, for one night she unleashed herself, who she really is, or something along those lines. Like, I didn't even realize that that was supposed to be like a, you know, a tombstone, like some sort of like a burial site or something like that. Like, it was really, really interesting. And you have like the crosses and everything, so it's like love resurrection, or resurrection via love, or something like that, or via passion, and like the things that we do for love, that it can resurrect us or something like that. Like, I'm not really sure, but it's really, really intriguing because there's definitely a lot of shit going on in this music video in terms of like meanings and stuff. So it would be really, really nice to know a little bit more. So maybe KWON talked about this. If she has, let me know in the comment section. But this was absolutely beautiful. Definitely one of my favorite songs from her, and I would definitely put it up there with Underwater. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.